Hey everyone, welcome to the Nevermind podcast. This is my special guest Nixit for today, and he's also the co-host. Hey Nixit.
Hey, thanks for having me on today, and maybe every week, obviously. So
Maybe every week.
if I'm co-hosting, but no, thank you for having me on today, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Sorry for the delay. How long delay? Almost 3 hour delay. But yeah, it took 2 hours to set this up actually, and then we had a bunch of technical difficulties to get through. So
It was kind of my fault. I mean,
it was kind of both of our fault.
most of the people here, just to be clear, just so that since this layout's new, to me, King Chord's over here, a little bit of chat over here, and you guys right there. So hopefully, if you see me looking off to weird directions, yes, we actually are in the same room. The reason
Yeah.
we split it is just so you guys get a better view of these beautiful mugs.
Beautiful
If we were to
mug.
turn our cameras are almost back to back, so King Chord's right there, I'm right here, and then we're using Noise Gate to try. So you might even hear a little bit of echo. I'm gonna try not to be as loud as I normally be, so that we get that. But it was my fault. We were a little late. Most of you that are here are probably here from my Twitch and know that I'm a real stickler for quality. So every time we were about to start, I'm like, oh, whoa, wait. Did we do this yet? Maybe we do this real quick.
Yeah.
To get because I want everything to look nice. These little logos at the bottom, which you guys remember from Body by Gaming, we had good layouts for that.
Yeah, we had.
We just had to get everything set up. So thanks for those of you that are still stopping by and hanging out with us. But yeah, so new podcast. Hey,
Oh, we gotta follow.
Kahaya, thanks for that.
Hey,
follow.
Kahaya, thanks
Kahaya,
for coming to the
beautiful.
podcast. Yeah, it's
Go ahead and talk about it. So new podcast, not
Yeah.
Body by Gaming. Body by Gaming is
Body-
dead.
Body by Gaming is dead, and Body by Gaming is dead by a few reasons. Body by Gaming, the title itself, kind of cornered our podcast into everyone expecting us to talk just about gaming, and we love talking about gaming, and we will talk about gaming here. But we don't just want to talk about gaming.
Yep.
We want to talk about conspiracies, internet things, movies, comics, just anything that we feel like talking about. And Body by Gaming, a lot of people expected us just to talk about gaming. Also, Body by Gaming is dead because Body by Gaming kind of ended in a weird way, and we couldn't just like come in after like 2 years and say, "Hey, we're back." So we made a new one.
Hey, it turns out you can do that because that's how I started my second stint in Twitch.
That's true. That's true. So
I think one thing to point out real quickly before we get too into it is that it is going to be a live stream. It is going to be Twitch. But normally you guys know, like if I'm streaming or if you're watching a stream, the streamer will interrupt whatever conversation they're having, like on Discord, to go ahead and address chat. We're going to probably do it more like we don't want to interrupt every like we're in the middle of a podcast conversation. So we'll probably do it more along the lines of like, now that we've talked about the podcast, we'll take a quick break and say things like, okay, Kalhaya, we'll see you when you get back. And, like not just like interrupting in the middle of every conversation. So don't get discouraged if we don't read your message out loud or respond right away. We do have chat pulled up and we will see your comments, guys. So we'll get to
and if
those.
it gets buried, just
Yeah, because a lot of times people will know, like in my chat, if I'm reading it, if somebody's talking, I'll just talk over them to my chat all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, in here, since we're doing a podcast, our conversation is really the point of the show. So we'll probably finish our thoughts before we interact with chat.
Yeah. So a lot of things about the podcast. We kind of upped the value of the podcast. I think, at least in my opinion, I think we did, because with Body by Gaming, we had one camera, we had one mic.
The dual mic, assuming you guys are going to have to let us know a little bit. The dual mics, if we get the noise gates right, is going to boost production quality by a lot, because
Well, a lot of the problems with BBG was nobody could hear me because
Yes.
I talk a lot like softer. And,
like probably about 10 times soft, which is
Yeah.
why a lot of people are going to be freaked out when they come in here and hear me talking like this. The reason I'm at this volume instead of my normal this volume, as you can hear right there,
Yeah.
I echoed. So I'm going to try to keep myself at a nice inside volume for today.
yeah,
But
it might. I mean, it might seem like we're on like a low seat right now, but actually we're on a huge sectional, and he's like all the way on that side of the room.
we're far enough away that the noise gate should work. And if it does, the production quality should go up by a lot. Because before it was the noise gate does 3 things. Another example is like the air conditioner's running right now.
Mm-hmm.
That mic specifically would pick that up.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, you'll still hear it in the background, but when we are talking, but when we're not talking, should be nice, perfect, dead silence from the mics that aren't active. So that's a great thing for production quality.
So there's that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was that the podcast is going to be weekly. It's going to be every Sunday. We're going to try to shoot for 1 p.m. Central Time. And what's that? I don't hear any air. Oh, yeah. That's good.
No
That's
echo,
good.
yeah. No echo.
No.
Audio sounds great.
I think she's
Good.
saying air conditioner.
Oh, air conditioner. Yep. Good.
Yeah. Nick's peaks a bit when he. That's
My
because.
mic?
Yeah, that's because Nick is really huge.
I moved it, so if I'm peaking, go ahead and drag me down a little bit. I don't want to be ever in the red. If you see me cross into red, take me down so I stay in yellow. Luckily King Cord does have or rather I guess in here the Nevermind podcast, he's got control. By the way, welcome in Llama, welcome in, man.
Yeah, welcome in.
So this is going to be, if you just got in here, this is going to be a once a week thing on Sundays. So technically I'm adding an extra day to my already pretty full stream schedule.
Yeah.
But hey, man, that's all right with me. I like being on stream. I like being here.
Yeah.
I just enjoy it.
So
I like
Sundays,
performing.
1
You
p.m.
are,
Central
too.
Time.
You're a performer.
Am I a performer?
You don't think so?
I like to think so.
I can't even go 1 week without being like,
It's
you
kinda
wanna
like
play a
one-
song. You want to go play a band? You want to go do a podcast? I'm like, I do want to do.
I kind of
those
feel like
things.
one of those guys who's like thinks they're a good singer and then they try out for American Idol, and then like they've never seen like video footage of how terrible they are.
I'm gonna peak. I'm gonna peak when I laugh. I'm such a loud laugher. That's how my whole thing is. I always feel like when I get on stream that I'm like, perfect. Thanks for that follow. What is it? King of it's right there.
Yeah, it's right
King
there.
of Girai. Thank you for that follow. That's not one of mine. Not one of my people.
Welcome in.
Thank you
Welcome
guys
in.
for being here.
So yeah,
So episode 1, you already kind of talked about, but we're just gonna have a few things to hit.
just a few things,
Yeah.
just to give you guys a little teaser of what the podcast is.
Yeah. And I think our target time is about an hour. Is that what we're going with, or less? Target time.
I think hour is probably good. I mean, we might decide to go a little longer. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think we
it's
did that
easy
with
to go
BBG,
long.
didn't we?
You can't even help it. Like once you get into a conversation, you're like, oh shit, it's been an hour.
Yeah, once you
What's
have a
covered?
good talk, you know,
Yeah, I like it.
time
Yeah.
is not anything to worry about.
But no, I always back to your just your thought on like you feel like one of those guys that tries to sing and then goes to audition or thinks they're a good singer.
Yeah.
All the time. I always feel like when I'm on stream that I'm performing and that I'm doing good. That I'm being like smiley and active, and then I'll go back and watch it and it'll just be 10 minutes of me staring at my monitor being like, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm such a shitty streamer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So, and then another thing I wanted to point out is don't get used to this setup because
Talk in the microphone. All right, here.
Thomas and
There we go. Is that better?
don't get used to this setup
A
and what you
little-
see here because in a month I'll be
Little
getting a
better.
new place and we'll have a whole new dedicated room, which will make a set for the podcast.
I'm doing ASMR now.
What is doing?
ASMR now. It's ASMR.
I wonder how this sounds.
All right, I'll try to talk more. So yeah, it's really tricky, right? I'm using a condenser mic. I'm jealous because King Cord's using the Blue Yeti. So
Why are you? I'm jealous of your mic. It looks more professional than this like
no,
giant
this
robot
one looks
penis.
more professional, but it's a condenser mic. So it is to the sense like if I'm talking here and I'm too loud, it peaks. If I turn to right
Yeah.
here, suddenly it doesn't pick anything up. So I'll make a mistake because when I'm looking at King Cord, I can talk directly into the mic. But if I look to my camera, then suddenly I have to like make sure I'm also leaning in. Like I almost have to like lean into it from here to make sure that I'm capturing it. So I'll do my best, guys. If you notice any audio or video issues, let us know. That's okay. It's our first time, a new setup. So do keep us updated on how it sounds and how it's working.
Yeah.
But the echo is, like if I get too loud, it'll peak King Cord's mic into coming on. So I'm going to try to avoid that.
Yeah. Like when you laugh or like when you get excited, then this thing can pick you up.
Or when you bump your mic super loudly when you're trying to get a cup of Mountain
When
Dew.
you're trying to get. Yeah.
I there's no good place. I need to bring like a little end table. There we go. Back to.
I was actually just thinking about moving the end table over, but then I was like, he's got a table.
Yeah, I just have to awkwardly lean right into the fucking camera. Totally fine though. I'm alright.
Give everyone a kiss. You have Cal on the podcast. Cal is definitely welcome to be on the podcast.
She would have come today. Well, probably not today because it's episode 1. But yeah, if you're okay with it, I always like having her on. And yes,
we will have
probably
guests.
will be on the podcast. We'll probably have multiple guests, ideally.
Yeah. Hopefully, like Elon Musk can get on. Hopefully, we can get.
That's actually week 2 next week.
Yeah, week 2.
That's what we should just
plan
tweet
for
that
Elon
out.
Musk.
Like we're just gonna start tweeting out to get viewers. Like
we're just gonna be like
on next week.
Hey, why?
Bill Gates will be here week 3.
Yeah. Why the flamethrowers, Elon Musk? I mean, you went from throwing cars into space to making flamethrowers. What the fuck's going on, man?
All right. What's our first topic for the day?
So, I think it's a kind of a safe margin of time to talk about Infinity War for people to not be worried about spoilers. But
yes.
Then again, there's still people out there who are crying about Breaking Bad and haven't seen it. So
yeah, that's true. So I think we should give a spoiler. We're gonna talk about spoilers, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the movie, and there's definitely gonna be some spoilers. So if you guys haven't seen it,
mute the audio and just look at our beautiful faces for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like 30 minutes. I
let us know in the chat if you've seen it.
I'm assuming everyone that wants to see Infinity War has seen it.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. So, yeah, do you think it's safe to say the main focus of the podcast still, even though we'll add things, it will still probably be pop nerd culture as our primary focus?
Yeah, I would say
comics, movies, and that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, like those are still kind of big things going on right now in the world. So,
I mean, dude, I don't know that you could. I mean, eventually it might end, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe goes on for an eternity.
Yeah,
there's probably enough like if you just went through, you could have a podcast dedicated to only the Marvel Cinematic Universe and not run out of content, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's people out there who are just whining about they want superhero movies to end because it's ruining the movie companies and I go see other movies, but superhero movies are just great. They make you feel good, and it's something you've always wanted to be when you were growing up, right?
It still makes you feel a little bit like a kid, I think.
Yeah.
Like I want to run around with like every time I walk by the toy store, I want to buy a Thor hammer. Like, let's be honest.
Pajamas hasn't seen the movie, but he doesn't watch.
But he doesn't care about spoilers.
And then Thomas said, I thought you would talk about politics and do a lot of mathematics.
Politics is dangerous. I'm not trying to get firebombed on my way home.
I mean, we might talk about like some like current events. We won't. I don't think we'll get in too deep about it.
Yeah.
But I think you got me beat on mathematics because I'm not good at math at all.
I actually did pretty good. Professional hippie. I'm sure he's great at politics. What is that? So I'm gonna have chat over here, guys. So if you see me kind of doing this, that's gonna be me looking at chat.
I have a giant I have a 60-inch TV on the wall with the chat pulled up. This is actually how I watch Nixit on his stream. Is I put him up on my TV and then I run the chat on my phone.
I'm gonna go to chat.
So that's what
I'm frying my battery.
Nixit is running the chat on his phone, and I got the chat up.
Yeah.
Not that you guys care or anything. I'm gonna felt like throwing that in to waste some more time.
Throwing that in to waste, dude. We have no time to waste. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Infinity War. I think we're gonna go ahead and talk about some games that
7 viewers on day 1. What the shit is this? You're doing better. I buffed you. I buffed his stat.
Yeah, you totally buffed me. You totally buffed. Why do you think you're on the show?
Oh shit! Speaking of which, if you're here from my Twitch, which you can find down below, thank you guys seriously for being here for this. It means a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Apparently, I can't go to chat only on my phone. It hates me. I'll just let my battery.
I don't mind if you want.
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna let my battery die and boost our viewer by 1 anyway.
So we'll talk about Infinity War. We're going to talk about some games that Nick is into, some games that I'm kind of excited that are coming out.
There's always good ones coming out.
A couple games that came out recently and just are kind of, at least in my eyes.
Let's not get distracted. We'll accidentally start talking about it. Let's focus. Let's start with Infinity War and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We'll get to the video.
We were originally gonna start this podcast like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right. Then things happened, but 4 weeks ago, well, 5 weeks ago, we went and saw Infinity War together.
Yeah.
With our girlfriend and our wives.
Mm-hmm.
And
that did happen.
And I thought
it was great. To be honest, if we're talking like the only problem with it, and this is with all the Avengers movies, especially this far in the universe, it gets hard to track all the characters. Like, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of the like, I'm just trying to think of the right way to word it. There's so many Marvel Cinematic Universe characters that, like, when you're following like the Hulk story, you're like, whoa, wait, where's Iron Man? I want to see some fucking Captain Rogers. Give me Captain Rogers.
I mean,
oh, what's this? What the fuck is Ant-Man doing here? Nobody gives a shit about Ant-Man, and I like Paul Rudd.
Ant-Man was in Infinity War.
Probably not. Was he not?
No, I don't think
he was in the last Avengers.
Yeah, he was in Civil War.
But, like, nobody gives a shit about your story arc, Ant-Man. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, should I are you being too loud, or am I peaking?
Well, I'm missing every other word, and you're echoey as shit, is what they say.
Okay, then I'm gonna be quiet.
Is that better? Can you guys hear that?
Thank you.
Can you hear every word I'm saying to you right now? I probably have to be close to the mic.
You have to be close, and you have to talk a little louder, and I have to talk a little softer. I'm gonna try and stay at this volume.
No, I'll try to stay up here.
You can turn your gain up, but not by much. Don't do very much, like barely any, because I've got to be. If I'm quiet, it should be okay.
I turned it up just a little bit. We'll see. I'm kind of redlining right now.
If you're redlining, take it down to yellow.
Yeah,
sorry about this, guys. This will
go.
be normal. It's hard for me to stay at my inside voice. I'm gonna do my best. A lot of you that watch my stream know that this is my normal voice is about 10 times this, and you're used to Cal going, use your inside voice, Nick, like in the background. I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
But thank you. Keep us updated on if there are audio issues.
Yes.
Make sure to let us know. It's very important that we balance that out, and I really appreciate you guys letting us know where we need to balance.
Yes, thank you. So, Infinity War. I thought Infinity War was great.
What was your favorite scene?
Actually, and it's probably gonna get like piss off a lot of people, but my favorite scene was when Thanos. Spoiler alert, by the way. You guys should know when Thanos decides to throw Gamora off the cliff.
That was a good scene.
To sacrifice to get the heart stone or the love stone. Oh, I can't remember what stone it was, but he had to sacrifice someone he loved. And she was and everyone was led to believe that, well, he didn't love her actually, exactly. But he did. He did love her, and he threw her off the fucking cliff.
Hilariously, that actually brings us to my favorite part of Infinity War, which is just that like at his core, Thanos is legitimately, like, if anything, just a like religious fanatic, but he's not like I feel like we're taught the idea is that Thanos is like evil.
Oh yeah, Kalhaya just told us it's a soul stone. So yeah,
but Thanos, for all the things he does not seem to be traditionally evil. He's not doing the evil things because he wants to destroy the universe. He legitimately believes he's doing the right thing and that those people trying to stop him are wrong. And I think that's a really intricate storyline for what's supposed to be a regular budget superhero movie for fun.
Like what if Thanos is actually like the ultimate hero?
So that's what I'm saying, right? Like and that's always the case. I mean, you can name any war in history and both sides thought they were fighting for the right thing.
Right. It's just a matter of point of view, point of opinion.
Suddenly that's wrecking me because I'm like, gonna watch some superheroes fight some bad guys.
Beat up this big old purple bully.
Yeah, and then suddenly it's like, here's a big ethical dilemma. And you're like, oh.
It's like he's getting all these stones together, Oh, Kaz hosting us. Thank us.
Hey,
thank
you for that
us.
host.
Thank you.
Hopefully, I already have us hosted.
Yeah.
I haven't checked. Are we
You can-
hosted on
you
my
can-
channel? Somebody go, not us, because we're like,
Yeah, we're
somebody
busy.
go to Nixit and my channel down here. If you already follow it, hopefully those of you that are from my channel, will you go see if the podcast is auto hosted? It should be.
Hopefully. But yeah, everyone just thought, oh, he's getting all these stones together, and he's gonna kill over what was it, half the population of the world,
of the universe,
right? But like, you don't they don't tell you the reason, because there's overpopulation in the universe.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like that's a great question.
And that's something that.
Thank you so much for hanging out, King Gurai.
That's something that
Perfect. Thank you, Telma.
Today's actual world has been warned about. Our planet is overpopulated.
Right.
Like, what if Thanos came here and did that?
Well, that's what I mean. When China, so this is where politics come into play. Like, we're not going to specifically talk about politics, but they might come into play in the story arc. Like, when China came out with their one-child rule, Americans thought that was psychotic and controlling and evil. And but the truth is that more evil than letting the kids starve to death in the street because they can't feed them?
Exactly. They
pay people a lot more money than I get paid to figure that shit out.
Kahaya says we haven't fixed the echo yet.
Oh, we're still getting echo?
We're still getting echoey.
That means I'm too loud. But that's okay. I'll just try to be quieter. Well, so no matter what, there is going to be an echo if we talk at the same time. There's just no way to avoid that because we're in the same room. So if me and King Cord talk at the same time, both our mics will pick the other up. But if we both, like right there, when I said but, it did echo. Mostly it should not be echoing if I maintain about this volume. But I'll try to keep it even softer, a little bit more like in this volume.
Yeah,
as long as you guys can hear me, that's all I got to do.
I'll try to get my mic a little.
I am. It's my fault. We all know it. I'm gonna take blame for it. I'm too loud. Even right now, you can hear me getting louder. It's literally so hard for me to just talk like a normal human being.
Okay.
So that's
hopefully, I doubt it worked, but I know how to fix echo. Nixit needs to put duct tape on his mouth. Nice.
Who said that? Oh, it's Telma. Okay, but I have to laugh like this. Ha 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 ha.
We can just whisper though.
Yeah, ASMR only.
Come to.
So
do they do that?
Talk like
Don't they do that?
Yeah, they do everything. It's like little sounds, sounds in the mic.
Yeah.
ASMR, I just don't get it. But
what is it supposed to get people off?
No, it's actually kind of, but not like that. It's actually it stands for anonymous, something crazy.
It just gives them endorphins.
It actually it makes you tingly. It's supposed to activate your senses and make your body feel floaty and tingly and stuff, but it only works on some people. So I don't know, man. Do we have any ASMR lovers in here? No Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi. They don't have Wi-Fi at the hospital.
No Wi-Fi. That's weird.
They make $1 billion a second.
Which hospital are you in?
How the fuck is that fair?
The poor one.
Yeah, Brian West.
Brian West. So yeah. Anyways, we were talking about Infinity War.
Yeah, I just like that Thanos, honest to God, is not evil, not just I'm gonna get the stones, I'm gonna blow up the earth.
Well, it's funny because in the comics he's totally fucking evil.
Right. I mean, it's just
in the cartoons he's totally evil, but in the movie he's evil, but they're but he's got a really good reason to be evil.
Right. But that's the question. Is it a good I love that idea. I like that it's not just an easy you have to think about is he right? Should the Avengers stop Thanos?
Yeah, but see, here's my thing, and maybe I'm just nitpicking, but if you have a movie like Infinity War where you're gonna kill off a lot of your fucking heroes or dust off your heroes, don't fucking release their like upcoming movie poster before the fucking Infinity War comes out, because then it's like, are they really dead? And everyone, like all my friends are like, oh my god, I can't believe they killed Spider-Man. I can't believe they killed. And it's like, no, he's not dead. He's got another fucking movie. What is it, a fucking prequel?
Yeah,
you know, it can't be.
That's the real question. Now, that would actually work in the DC universe, because DC loves to just be like, no, that motherfucker's dead. New Spider-Man, like that's like their favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
but in
they're
Marvel,
just like, oh hey, here's another. This guy's from another universe.
Yeah,
and he's just exactly like the one we had before.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like I agree. It takes a lot of the, like, because then I want to really have to think, like, are they gonna kill these characters? Are we gonna bring them back? Is this like, it makes it a little less beautiful or hurtful, and
like the only person that I can confirm that is like completely dead. Now I could be wrong. They could somehow reverse whatever the fuck Thanos did, and everyone could come back unscathed.
Right.
But I'm gonna go ahead and say Gamora's like totally fucking dead. Like, cause she didn't dust off. She was thrown off a fucking cliff.
She's dead. Now, how's that gonna play out in Guardians 3?
Well, see, I didn't see anything about Guardians 3. I saw Star-Lord had his own movie.
Okay.
So like
prequel, or is it a current day?
I don't know. It might be a prequel. I'm assuming it's kind of him being like, he goes off on his own because he's fucking like depressed and shit. Because you know, he lost his mom, then he had to kill his dad, and then he lost the love of his life.
Karma, thanks for that follow.
Thanks, Karma, for following us.
Dude, that's the voice you need to talk in all the time.
Yeah? You think this is the voice I should talk in from now on?
Not that much, because now you're peaking my mic.
I know. I'm still new to this. I'm sorry.
We both are. So sorry for the audio issues today, guys. We're working on getting them cleaned up. Hopefully, over the next few podcasts, we'll find the perfect way to balance our mic so you don't hear that echo. We could use just the one mic, but I think the echo that we do get is still going to be less distracting.
The echo is way better than not being able to hear me.
Yeah, like it,
and you being like on blast all the fucking time.
Right, and then we also have to like huddle around the mic, whereas here we can just like actually look at each other and the cameras and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And that makes a difference for me. Like I feel like it's a better setup.
Yeah, I mean, this is episode 1. We got a few bugs, but we'll get through them. And if you guys stick with us, you'll see us get through them. I don't know what else I could tell you. I mean, sorry.
How about that weird yellow monster that pops up when somebody follows? I almost don't want to change that because it's so weird.
I actually love it. So.
I love it too.
We'll tell us what you think about the weird yellow monster that comes up, and the hilarious sound that comes up with it.
Yeah, we might change the sound, but I don't know. Something about that monster just cracks me the fuck up.
I think it belongs in the Nevermind.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I'm with you. But yeah, so like with Infinity War, I'm with you. I feel like they overdid. Like they did this great dramatic ending, and then instantly we're like they didn't let us sit with it at all. They were like, here's the big ending. Also, that's obviously not the real ending. And you're just like,
yeah. And then
that's kind of
the thing, it kind of ticked me off. It was kind of like a haha, fuck you moment.
Right.
Where everyone has been trained for years to stick around at the end of the fucking movie to see 20 to 30 more seconds of the movie. And the 20 or 30 seconds that we got was like, well, I can't remember his name. Samuel Jackson's character, patchy
Nick
guy.
Fury.
Nick Fury.
Nick's a dumb name.
All of a sudden, like, he's back.
Yeah, he died, right?
Like,
he's dead.
Well, I think, what movie was it? I think in Civil War.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. You're on your own, guys. Okay. And then he's like, I'm going to go, I don't know, see the world or some bullshit like that. But then all of a sudden, like, he's like in a fucking government-looking car with looks like a fucking colleague / agent.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden shit starts disappearing, and then he disappeared. And he pressed the button, which I'm assuming is supposed to be for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Somebody told me that it was the hint at Miss Marvel. Like that was Marvel symbol.
I mean,
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, yeah.
So I haven't confirmed that, but Cal and me looked it up one point. And people were saying that I don't know the symbols. I know Marvel. I'm familiar with it, but I don't know Captain Marvel's revamped symbol. But somebody was saying it was the Captain Marvel, like
Is it supposed to be like her new symbols, like a American flag shield?
no clue, but that's one thing I heard. I don't again, unconfirmed. I haven't.
Well, they give us this like little shitty thing, and they really could have done without it. Even if it was Captain Marvel, they could have done without it. And then at the end of that, they give us like a little text that says Thanos will be back. Yeah. Thanos will return. Like, no shit, Sherlock.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? You know, like, this is a waste of time.
Yeah.
So, that just bugged me a little bit. Maybe I'm just being a little
I don't know if you actually saw it, but first of all, I think it's funny that your wife gets haunted in her dreams by our yellow monster. But also, did you see that they did the Fortnite crossover with Marvel?
I did. Oh yeah, I did, because
you could find Thanos like in the game. So it was normal battle royale, but somebody could like find like Thanos, like a crater dropped or something, and it turned you into Thanos, and you could just run around like one-shotting kids like with laser beams and shit.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
And like then everyone had to like bring down this Thanos character. Like I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's funny. That actually reminds me, at my place of work, I work in the middle of the night, and after I do an hour's worth of a chore list of an hour, basically, I have like 6 to 7 hours of downtime. And my coworkers and I like to go onto Club Penguin, and I'm just gonna go ahead and out myself. I play as a girl.
Oof.
And there's a reason why I play as a girl, as I trick the guys into becoming my boyfriend, so they can give me codes and coins, so then I can buy shit.
Oh my
God. Then I dump them after they give me my shit.
You're a bad person.
I am a bad person. I am. But
I used to do that in EverQuest way back in the day.
Yeah.
Because way back then it was all text chat. It was before like you could even confirm.
Well, the reason why I brought it up was because
confirmed Captain Marvel's symbol.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason why
So there you go. Yeah.
Cal, you bitch playing a girl.
me and Cal, one of our pet peeves is dudes playing as chicks.
Yeah.
Because they're always scumbags. Like you're a scumbag.
I am a scumbag. Like only on Club Penguin. I would never do it on anything else.
Some of you might remember Go Tags, but like Go Tags is always like, well, why wouldn't I play as a girl? I want something to look at while I play. And I'm like, you are a fucking creep.
Well,
dude.
I mean, all the penguins look the same, so I'm only doing it to scam little.
I mean, then I kind of panicked though, and I kind of realized maybe I'm also just as pathetic, because the reason I play like dudes, like I play like Abercrombie Fitch buffed up models in games, because I'm like, that's, you know what I mean, like.
Kaya's chewing me out in the chat, man. I only do it for the money.
Do it for the money.
I do it for the money, Kelly.
Yeah, maybe it's just as pathetic to be like, oh yeah, Abercrombie Fitch player. That's what I look like. Like I don't know. Like maybe that's.
I only play as buff dudes who look better than me.
Bad.
No, the reason I play it, the reason the talk came up was they. Well, I guess because it's a Disney game, and Disney owns Marvel now. Yes. But they also had.
What don't they own?
They also had like a Infinity War tie-in. Like Thanos came to Club Penguin, and you had to find Thanos, and you had to find all the stones.
Wait, I'm sorry. Club Penguin still gets updates?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was threatened that they were going to take it down, but they never did, and then they just keep updating it.
I don't think I expected that at all. I can't believe Club Penguin gets updates. You guys heard it here. Go to clubpenguins.com. Download it. I hear your reason. I don't believe you. Came here on a whim, but stayed for the scumbaggery. See, Musty Bruce came. See, that's why being a scumbag got you a viewer. That's how you do it right there. I guess I'm a scumbag.
I'm a scumbag on Club Penguin,
though. Like,
but I mean, like, what am I supposed to do for like 7 fucking hours? Like, play as a boy? I mean, come on.
Play as a girl character and scam people out of their hard.
Yeah, I want fucking coins.
Although, let's be honest, if a dude gets into a game, sees like a hot penguin, and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna give her all my gold,"
See, that's
maybe that guy has that coming. You know what I mean?
that's the thing that bugged me too, because it's like it's just a cartoonish penguin in like a wig and some fucking like girl clothes.
That fucking penguin's hot, bro.
And they literally do come up to you. They're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hi." And they're like, "You look pretty hot." And I'm like, "You want to be my boyfriend?" And they're like, "Yeah, come to my igloo." And I'm like, "Okay." There's nothing to do in the fucking igloos, but okay.
Oh shit.
And we get into the igloo, and then he's like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Do you have any coins or codes?" And he's like, "Yeah, hold on." And they give them to me.
Dude, sorry for the echo, guys. When we get excited like that, there'll be a little bit of echo since we're in the same room. Come to my igloo. I lost it, man.
You want to be my boyfriend?
Yeah, maybe those guys have it coming. Maybe they deserve what they get.
It's always funny too, like, because as soon as I get what I want, I'm just like, "Oh, by the way, 27-year-old man," and then I leave. 27-year-old man. Usually it's like dudes in like Australia too in the middle of the night.
Right, because of the time difference.
Yeah.
They're just trying to play. They're just trying to get their Club Penguin grind on. They're just trying
Exactly.
This is the world's worst pop filter. I'm bringing mine next time.
I'm sorry.
Look at this fucking thing.
That's my Pop Filter Junior. That was my first one that I ever got. My grandpa.
This thing needs fucking Viagra.
My grandpa gave that to me for Christmas.
Let me just lean it up on the fucking mic. Say, bitch.
Musty Bruce. I play Club Penguin in the middle of the night at my job because there's like 7 hours of nothing to do, and you know their computers are shit, so I can't download like Fortnite or anything. So I have to play Club Penguin in the browser.
I would literally give anything for him to be like, "You're the one that scammed me out." Okay, like right there, you're gonna get echo when we laugh that hard. So sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Like I would just be that, like, this motherfucker's the one that scammed me out of the money on Club Penguin.
This motherfucker. It's always funny too when like they go back to the town and they see me in a brand new dress.
Yep.
Like I just spent their fucking money.
Oh my god, you're a terrible scumbag. Scumbag alert. We're gonna have to get one of those like button clicking like video soundbar machines. So
Yeah.
like, you be like scumbag.
Or like put up the commands like you have on yours.
Oh,
or
yeah, I
like,
actually meant to address that. So Cal tried to do a commands. Currently, guys, we're gonna add commands. We just didn't have time. We were delayed a long time today. So commands will be coming in the next episodes. Currently, there's one command and one only, and it is exclamation point Twitter, and that's just to if you want to follow us on Twitter, which you can also see is down here at the bottom, along with my Twitch logo and such.
No, Musty Bruce. My name on Club Penguin is Michaela99.
That's worse than Flipette99.
Yeah.
Flipette's funny. Yep.
Yeah.
That is the only command currently, guys, and we will add some more later. I just didn't want to. We were supposed to start the podcast how many hours ago?
Like 3 hours ago.
3 hours before we did. So,
but anyways, we got a little off topic. We went into Club Penguin.
yeah, I can't believe we spent 15 minutes of our podcast talking about Club Penguin.
Well, yeah, they had a Thanos thing tie-in too.
It's the most exposure Club Penguin's gotten.
Like, I know, right?
Two guys talking about it to 5 viewers is the most exposure Club Penguin's ever gotten.
Okay, they got 5 more penguins now.
I'm gonna go make Flipette99 and be like Musty Bruce told me to.
Musty Bruce told me to do Flipette69. So, yeah, with Infinity War, I will say this. It was way better than Justice League, because Justice League was a piece of shit.
I didn't see Justice League on purpose.
Well, you're lucky, because I can tell you first go in, and you're like, hey, Wonder Woman was all right.
Yeah.
Maybe they found their fucking groove.
Yep.
And it starts going, and you're like, yeah, this is dark and brooding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They tricked us.
And then it just doesn't go anywhere good.
They tricked us with Wonder Woman. Like, Wonder Woman was, it was the first DC Universe movie I walked out and was like, yeah, that was all right. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
If anything, that was actually good.
I will say, like, the one complaint that people had with, like, Superman's mustache CGI'd out, I didn't really notice that much.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
I guess it was kind of noticeable, but if you were like looking for that thing,
Right. It is what
But-
it is. We'll get more into people complaining about things they shouldn't complain about when we get to our
Yeah.
video game section, because when we get to the end towards the video games, I'm really salty right now at some people. So
have you seen Deadpool 2 yet?
no, it's on my to-do list.
That
Is
was
it
like,
good?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I was
You
just
see everything like opening day usually.
Well, I did have the opportunity to see it yesterday, but because yesterday my wife graduated from Bellevue University.
Yep, congratulations.
Congratulations to my wife. And we were out of town in the Iowa-Nebraska borderline for all day, really. And we went to lunch, and then we were like, do you want to go see Deadpool 2 at the IMAX?
Right.
And at first I was like, yeah, I heard it was really good. And then I just kind of got tired. I'm like, I kind of want to get rest because I was also going to see Blue October that night.
Right.
So I chose to take a nap.
That's fair, dude, and that's how you know you're getting old. The
Yeah.
first time you ever choose a nap over doing something fun, like something that you want to do,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, son of a bitch.
It's like, oh, but do I want energy for later tonight?
Yeah, even last night, like I was literally like, it was like 1 or 2 a.m. and I really wanted to get on and do some like grinding on one of my games, and I was like, oh, but I gotta be up at like 11 a.m. if I'm gonna get over to King Cord's house to work on the podcast. So I really
Yeah.
want to be tired.
Yeah.
Nope.
So-
So I just went to bed.
I guess though, because that was one thing with BBG podcast, which was our old podcast that we had how many years ago? 3 years?
Was it that long?
I think so.
Time's weird.
2.5 to 3. But that was the movie that we had to see because everyone wanted to hear our opinion about it.
Which one? Deadpool?
Deadpool
Yeah,
1.
yeah, that's true.
So I guess we're going to have to see Deadpool 2 soon.
A lot of people said they weren't happy with it.
Really, because I heard from someone that you used to work with that it was like the best superhero movie he's ever seen.
Really? Well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be.
I'm
bad.
starting to question him actually,
Why?
because like there's things where he's like, "That's good," and I go see it, and I'm like, "That's not good. That's not
Well,
good at
that's
all."
kind of the problem with things being good is that.
Well,
it's
I mean, like,
opinion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an opinion, but
Yeah.
like, here's this guy. He's like loading himself up. He's like puffing himself up into being this like artsy kind of expert, music expert, movie expert, photo expert, and then he shows me some things, and I'm just like, I don't understand how this is good.
Maybe your palate's not refined enough, bro.
Maybe it's not.
Mine's not. I'm terrible.
Maybe
when I look at high art shit,
Yeah.
it's just not. I'm like,
I can kind of get it, but I can't get into it like people do.
if it's a beautiful painting, a beautiful photo, I get that. But like sometimes I'll go to like a gala. I used to do First Fridays, and
Yeah.
like it'll be like 3 pieces of felt nailed to a wall.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck am I looking at here?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like it's about the space. It's about the colors. It's
Yeah.
about the emptiness. And I'm like, it's 3 pieces of felt, bro. Like,
yeah, or they're like, it's a powerful statement on how today's society
right.
is and how we treat other races, and I'm like, that's literally a black blob
Yeah.
on a fucking canvas. Like, what do you?
And I know that other people, if other people want to like look at that and think it's beautiful, hey man,
Yeah.
you know me, I'm all for everyone doing whatever they want, but it's definitely not for me. Deadpool 1 with more input.
The first one was better.
Well, that's it's hard to make it better than. In fact, can you think off the top of your head? Can you think of any movie where the sequel was better?
You uncultured fucks.
Karma's on to us. See, music is the opposite. When music, I can get really like it can be a weird piece of music. If you guys like want to hear there's this one song that creeps me out so much. Go listen to Experiment Number 6 by something Jelly or Jelly something. Just Google Experiment Number 6 song.
By
It
something
is
jelly.
The fucking creepiest thing.
Yeah.
It's literally like 10 minutes of like breakbeat music, like with like some weird sound effects in the background.
Yeah.
And a guy that is obviously he's like talking into a tape recorder about like an experiment he's doing, like patients' pupils dilated.
like their notes.
Yeah, and it is like I used to have it on a playlist, and then suddenly I had to take it off because it was creeping me out too much when it would come on. But, like,
That sounds interesting.
I can get really into like weird stuff in music.
Julie says it's by Lemon Jelly.
Lemon Jelly, that's the one. Thank you, Julie, with
thank
the
you,
moderation. Yeah, that's a song. Check that out sometime and just be like, try to enjoy that high art and just be like, the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah.
But like with music, I can like it. I can get more into it. I can get more into it that way.
I don't know.
But with art and movies,
he said Deadpool 2 was like the best superhero movie to ever be made.
yeah, and I feel like I'm with. Was it Bruce that said
Musty Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce said it wasn't as good as number one.
That's kind of how like movies go.
Right,
Like
can you name a
sequels.
sequel that's better than the original? I'm sure they exist. I'm not saying they don't, but they're probably rare.
Star Trek.
Which, like, original Star Trek?
The original movies. The first one was a flop. They went for a second one. It was the best out of like
Wrath of Khan?
4 or whatever. Yeah, Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, okay.
But the problem was they didn't merchandise it very well.
Yeah. I get you. Okay, yeah.
But I mean, like you said, name one, so
No,
that was just one.
And that's.
I definitely know the trend. Like
right.
the sequels always
there
suck.
There are some sequels that are better than originals, but it's hard to do.
Spider-Man 2.
Okay, here. It doesn't really count. I would call it Spider-Man 2, maybe. Yeah, actually, Spider-Man, like the original one with Tobey.
The original
Maguire.
one was good, yeah, with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
The second one was great. The third one was like shit.
Yeah, Doc Ock was a great villain.
Yeah,
I really
he was.
enjoyed that.
It was really good.
Fuck, did I say a movie 10 seconds ago, or did I only think I said it out loud?
I
don't think I said it.
I don't think you said it. I think you were going to.
I thought it, but now I can't remember what it was that I like. Oh, like sometimes it's not fair. Like I feel like the second and third Lord of the Rings are better than like the first, but like it's not Fellowship of the Ring's fault. They have to do the boring stuff before they can like.
I feel like the Lord of the Rings, all the movies are just kind of, they're all just equally good.
Right, I get.
And I think a lot of people would agree.
Yeah.
But then like, if you actually ask like a fanboy of like the Lord of the
They'd probably
Rings,
tell you not to watch the movies if they're.
either that or they tell you like,
read the Silmarillion, you fucking nerd.
Yeah, read the book, you asshole. Read some literature, you stupid inbred. No.
Go look at 3 pieces of felt on the wall, you fucking uncultured bitch.
How do you expect to watch Lord of the Rings and not get what the felt on the wall was?
For real. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, I mean, either way, I think we're going to have to go see Deadpool 2 anyways, just to give our review.
What Bruce said.
The problem is so many movies try to top the first. Deadpool seemed to be fine with just expanding the narrative.
Yeah, and that's
the funny part
that's
is too. The funny part is Deadpool 1, they had like a decent sized budget, and then at the last minute they pulled like half the budget out, which was the explanation for why there wasn't so many X-Men in it.
Right.
And also why he left the bag of guns somewhere. I can't remember, like back at home or whatever, because they didn't have the budget to have all the fucking guns and special effects.
I haven't seen it yet, but that sounds hilarious. I can't.
No, that's Dead One. That's Deadpool 1.
Okay, yes.
So basically, they had a limited fucking budget, and they did really well. And so then they got the budget they wanted for the second one. But now I'm just hearing people aren't that satisfied with it.
Well, so that's kind of another common theme in film, is that the higher your budget, the more likely it is to suffer. Because, like, with a high enough budget, you tend to go for a special effects shot over a meaningful, carefully thought out shot where people are like, okay, we don't have the budget for this. What can we do to make this shot better? Whereas when you don't have to, they're just like, hey, fuck it, shoot Ryan Reynolds jumping through the air with a green screen behind him. We'll do it later. Like, like for real, though. So, I mean, like, the higher budget can sometimes suffer from that.
Yeah. Telma says a movie should not be allowed to be more than 90 minutes.
I don't know, man. There's a couple of good movies that are longer, but
I don't. You know, I'm gonna actually agree with Telma because like those movies that are like 3 hours long. I'm just like, get to the fucking ending already. Get to the point.
Sometimes I'll queue up The Stand. Do you ever watch The Stand, like Stephen King's?
The Stand?
Yeah, The Stand, like by Stephen King's book on TV.
No, I
You've never seen The Stand?
I thought you were cracking a joke at my old
The Stand Stand?
My Stand Stand
Have you
website.
read The Stand? Probably not.
I have not.
It's like a 14,000 page book. But
Well, then no, I'm not gonna read it.
They made a movie, a mini series out of it, but then they just put them all together. And when they're all together, it's like a 7-hour runtime.
Oh, really?
Sometimes I'll just sit down and watch 7 hours.
Well,
of
what
The
is it
Stand.
like? Gone with the Wind is like 3 hours.
Well, there's
And I
a
think
lot of
Titanic
3-hour
was like
movies.
3 hours.
Even Titanic was really long. Pearl Harbor.
Pearl
me
Harbor.
me and Cal Haya just watched Phantom of the Opera last night. Even that one, like
Yeah.
anything that's a musical.
I
that
mean,
was
there's
like 2.5.
movies out there that are like less than or are 90 minutes, and they feel like they drag on forever.
Yeah. Or other movies that are 2 hours long. And you're like, oh no, I wasn't ready for it to end.
Yeah, there are movies that
So,
too.
you
where-
know, it goes both ways. It goes
Yeah.
both ways.
Yeah. It's kind of weird to think about that.
I always think that all the time. Time, I can't even get into it because it'll fuck with my brain too much. But time is like the weirdest thing. Like, why is it so fast when you're having fun? Why does time
Yeah.
fly when you're having fun?
Right.
Why, when you're sitting overnight playing Club Penguin, does it feel like you've been playing that for 17 straight hours?
Oh, it
and
feels
it's
like
been
I've been playing it for a month.
right, and it's like
Sometime.
you're like, oh my god, it's been 30 minutes, dude. What the
It's so
shit?
funny how like 6 to 8 hours can go by like that at home.
Yeah. Well,
But then when you're at work, you're like, oh,
we've
when's
already been
it end?
streaming for an hour,
Yeah,
and we haven't even touched. I
We're not
want to
even
hit video
halfway.
games real quick.
yeah, we can hit video games. real
We will,
quick.
but like, after we finish this. But I mean, like we're supposed to shoot for a 60 to 90 minute podcast, and we had a 10-minute intro, a little bit over 10, but still, like
Yeah.
we're at like 50 minutes in, and I'm like, oh my god, it's been like 5 minutes. It feels like. Or when I stream, because I stream. Currently, I'm a full-time streamer on my channel, and I'll pop on, and if I'm playing a game I like, again, like if I'm playing something for viewers, like if I'm like, oh man, this gets me a lot of viewers, I guess I'll play it today. Feels like I'm streaming for
Yeah.
a week straight. But then I've been so into Bless lately, I'll get on and be like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna play some. Oh, it's 7 hours later. Like,
Really, it feels like that with Bless because like one of the complaints that I currently have,
Yeah.
and I'm sure other people have, is it's a lot of fucking grinding.
it is
and it's-
grindy. But
like-
that's not fair because it's an MMO. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
that's-
not more
that's
grindy
true, yeah.
than an MMO. So, to be honest, I've been really interested. One of the most interesting things about Twitch is trying to view trends and viewing. Like
Yeah,
MMOs, like you'll see people playing World of Warcraft, just running regular weekly raids. They'll have a couple thousand people watching, and all you can think is, like, if you're not a World of Warcraft person, if you're not a fan of that person's personality, like if you're not watching that guy and you're not a World of Warcraft fan, you're like, why the fuck would those people just sit there and watch him run a dungeon?
yeah.
But then if you expand on that, that's every game with every streamer. Like, who wants to watch pro shooters just run around in a circle shooting each other for 7 hours? Or who
Yeah.
wants to watch this or this? And
I mean, like
that's how I feel
I-
with Fortnite. BRs, all BRs, not Fortnite, but
battle
like,
royales.
yeah, I get so annoyed with battle royales because I'll try to watch a streamer play it, somebody I even like, but it's just run in, drop in, get the thing, die, drop in, get the thing, die, drop in, get the thing, die, same map, run in, drop the thing, die. Like there's no at least if you're watching someone play certain things, there's kind of like an expansion.
Yeah. See, like Loreline says, like if she played Bless, she would never sleep or eat, and she was like that with
That's me.
that's Julie, my wife, by the way.
Yeah.
If she was like that with World of Warcraft, like I actually would have to like peel her away from the fucking computer. She would stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning, and also had work to go to.
Yep.
And I'm like, you're fucking crazy.
If it's Musty Bruce said that unless it's Tusk, the CG's fine.
Yeah.
Telma's got me. I've been playing Iron Sight. They rubbed me a little the wrong way, so now I'm super salty with Iron Sight.
Yeah.
I was really
I
trying to
saw that.
promote their game and stuff. But yeah, like same thing. Like even though I love Iron Sight, that game was still small enough that you were bumping into pro players. Like it's all pro players. So like for 7 hours straight, I'm a good player. I'm a good shooter. And for 7 hours straight, it was just me getting my ass whooped by people better than me on like, because like the actual like competitive players were still learning the game in public matches. But like whereas with Bless, it feels like I'm barely like I'm like your wife. And I used to come down and play World of Warcraft in your basement with your wife, and like
Yeah.
easily, man. I can give you a stat. This week I bought Bless on Monday, and not counting Sunday, between Monday and Saturday, what is that? 6 days?
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. In 6 days, I've logged 60 to 70 hours. I have logged 10 hours or more every day.
What level are you?
35.
35. And I saw recently you got Calhaya up to 30.
Yes, so part of it's grinding. In the 60 hours of a game like Bless, not only have I grinded my character to 35 out of 45, I made an alt and grinded my girlfriend up to 30. I've mined for about 3 hours to get stone to make pet taming scrolls. So I crafted pet taming scrolls and went out to like find mounts and like lots of stuff like that.
Yeah. Musty Bruce says, I uninstalled World of Warcraft a week after I started playing it. I would have been cut out of my house if I didn't do that.
So true. Same, man. Same. Well, don't download Bless.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm about to do.
I don't, like, I MMOs, there's some of them I like, but most of them, like, if it's a super huge, like, grindy kind of game,
yeah,
just not into it.
That's totally fine. And that's going to be, everyone's not going to be into a certain type of game.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I could get you into some MMOs. Usually, kind of like anything, I hear this complaint a lot. People are like, how did you meet a girl that plays video games? Like when me and Cal are always gaming together. Again, I don't want to take credit for it, especially if you're in here, Cal, because she's found her own stuff to like. Mm-hmm. But Cal did not play video games when I met her. I slowly corrupted her.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, did she play video games before?
So first, she played Rock Band. So first I played Rock Band with her. She played a little bit of League of Legends.
You started off small.
Yeah, I started playing that.
You got her trust.
Then, because she was into story games, I was like, hey, have you played Walking Dead? You should come play Walking Dead. I'll watch you play through it on my PlayStation. Also, that was a bonus because I was trying to get a cute girl at college to come back to my dorm.
Yeah.
So I got a cute girl to come back to my dorm and play Walking Dead. She really enjoyed that. And then I was like, oh man, we should play this game, or why don't we do this? This is about this. And just slowly I kept doing that, and every once in a while you'll do it and she'll be like, oh, this is crappy, and you're like, oh yeah, that game's crap, what about this? Like, and then
that's shit.
Now Calhaya is like a super hardcore gamer, and we have a lot of fun doing it together. And she's done that too. I mean, that's normal in relationships, you share things together. But
I used to, with my wife, I invite her over to eat food, and then I was like, hey, you want to have some snacks with me? And now we're both fat. That's how relationships work.
Dude,
you both do things you love.
That's me too. I love food. Me and Calhaya love food too. But anyway, that's how it always is. So like, you might not like all MMOs, but if I put you on Terra or Black Desert, you might really enjoy it, because Black Desert is a combo-based PvP game. So you can run out, find players, and you can do these crazy, like, flopping through the air sword combos. And maybe, like, it's not like skill 1, skill 3, skill 3, like WoW is. You literally are like forward backslash combo, boom. And like, so that might be something you enjoy more in a MMO state, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love you too, King. Romance is alive. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy first person shooters.
I love FPS.
I enjoy exploration games,
Same.
adventure games.
Anything crafting. I love crafting.
I love crafting and customization.
I've got 700 hours on 7 Days to Die.
See, like, I love watching you play 7 Days to Die.
I love
for some reason, that's just not
that's
one that a lot of people don't like.
Yeah, that's one I get teased about because it's so boring.
Yeah. I find it interesting.
Game. Yeah, it's a really fun game. If you haven't played 7 Days to Die and you're a gamer, hopefully if you're on Twitch, you probably play some games. Go check out 7 Days to Die on PC. Console, I can't vouch for it.
Which, by the way, you might notice that my Twitch is empty right now. It's been empty for like years. But I
like that you put it on there.
I did put it on there.
I like that he put his, like, I'm like, put my Twitch on there because that's like my main thing. He's like, yeah.
Well, I don't want to be left out.
Put mine too.
I was like, he's gonna put his Twitch on. I gotta put mine on. So I'm probably not gonna make it like a a daily or weekly thing. I might just get on there once in a while.
Some people do that. If you're doing it just for fun, if you're like, I'm trying to go career streaming,
Yeah.
I've got a long way to go. I think my best, we had 27 viewers like a couple days ago, but that was with some help. We had auto hosts and things like that. Like right now, this podcast is being auto hosted on my channel with the 1,300 followers. And it's like auto hosts and networking is a huge part. So if you're not trying to do a career, though, it can be a lot of fun just to do it for fun.
I think you're doing a career with your stream, and I'm trying to get the podcast up to a career.
Like I literally, and the podcast is a little easier to go career with because you kind of, it's more about networking offline.
Yeah.
Part of the reason it's so hard to build a Twitch career is like, and I talked to you, so you're gonna have to sit through it again. But like, I mean, my day is literally like for 4 to 5 days a week. It is get up, stream 7 to 8 hours, get off, make my girlfriend dinner, do some things around the house, do that sort of thing, spend time together. She goes to sleep. I get back up, cut highlights, cut clips, make channel arts, all those dumb videos and all those dumb GIFs that play, all the dumb pictures I do before we start. Like I do all of that. If I'm playing a game like Bless, I do boring shit like when I did the taming scrolls. The 3 hours I spent mining, I didn't do that on camera. I did it off camera.
Yeah.
And then I game for another 4 hours or do behind the scenes shit. Then I sleep for my normal 7 to 8 hours and I repeat for 4 to 5 days a week. That's all I do. Stream, sleep, cut clips, stream, eat, cut clips, stream, sleep, cut clips. And that's it.
Well, at least hopefully we'll get to a point where all you have to do is just show up here to the podcast on Sunday and sit down and have a chat.
Right? Oh, yeah, that's true.
I see Telma doesn't like how I arrange the colors.
You put the colors backwards and Telma's mad. She's like, you know what? I'm leaving the channel.
Off. She's like, this is
unfollowed.
Unfollow.
Oh, here's Fluffy. Try to enjoy streaming, but currently don't enjoy gaming. So I just sit there and blast music and sit in the dark cave I call a room. Well, that's me too. You guys can't see it because I have super stream lights, like these big old can lights that we have around here. Yeah. But I'm just sitting in a dark corner in my room, like in the fucking apartment. Yeah. Like that's all it is. That's all it is. You just put on some fancy lights and then I do
like the background on your stream.
I do too.
A random picture. Like I love that snake picture.
The snake one?
Yeah, you have a snake. It's like almost like a minimalistic kind of big boss with the eye patch.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like a snake, like a.
No.
And I was like, what the fuck is back there?
A little
yeah, like a slithery, like a slithery, sneaky snake. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Yes, I am a hermit. And yeah, I have that too. We have some things pulled over our windows and such.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Fluff, because I actually work in the middle of the night and I have to sleep during the day, and I actually put limo tent that actually just blocks out all light on my windows. I
got a sleeping mask when I worked there with you.
I did.
I have an old person sleeping mask.
Oh really?
Yeah, just pops right over the eyes. Has little eye holes.
Oh really?
That because I didn't like it touching my face.
The light burns.
Open the door. Dude, but seriously, I have really sensitive eyes. So a lot of people, it's probably freaking them out. I'm not wearing my big dumb yellow glasses.
Yeah.
Most of you are used to seeing me in those ridiculous, over the top dumb yellow glasses.
And I think I mentioned it in the Body by Gaming where they look like PPE, like they're like personal protection equipment.
Technically they are. If you want to get down to it, for a streamer they are. A lot of you probably are young enough, or maybe you don't have the problem. It's not for everyone, but the blue light from computers, when I'm doing what I'm doing, I stream for 7-8 hours, and then I have to game or cut clips another 4. When I'm looking at my screen for 12 hours, if I do that without wearing anti-blue light glasses, those yellow ones you see pro gamers wear, my eyes will be bloodshot and crying by the end of the night, like literally just like streaming water.
Yeah.
And then the next day I look like shit, and it just keeps getting worse.
Nix is one sexy motherfucker.
Gray, thank you for stopping in, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, Gray.
Slap that follow button, motherfucker.
Yeah, smash that follow button.
We're going to be doing this for those of you that just came in. This is a once a week podcast hosted by King Cord. I'm gonna co-host it with him, like hopefully every week. If
hopefully
he's like, whoa. I don't know if we discussed
what,
that.
What do you mean? Hopefully, I might change my streaming schedule to go Sunday. No, every Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time. I think that's what we're gonna shoot.
I don't think Musty Bruce, I don't think that mud crab is an expression in America either. I think Fluffy made that shit up. I don't think there's a translation error there. I think that
What did he tell you mud crab was? Pulled it up out of my hand.
I mean, I guess it's a crab that hides under a rock living in the
Skyrim.
mud.
Maybe.
Oh my god, there are mud crabs in Skyrim?
Yeah, there's mud crabs in Skyrim.
There you go. Then that's your answer.
There you go. Yep, he says yes. All right. So yeah, what are some besides Blast? What are some kind of future games that you're going to be doing
on stream?
Yeah, on stream.
On stream, it's really hard to tell because here's the thing: I didn't, unfortunately, or I don't brand myself as what we call a variety streamer, and Nixon sleeps at 1 p.m. Maybe I sleep at 1 p.m. for Swedish time.
Probably.
Hey,
thanks for the follow, Gray.
I see you, Gray.
Yeah, Gray. The BBG is dead.
BBG's dead.
BBG's dead for 2 reasons. One was we kind of cornered ourselves with the topics on what to talk about, and we want to talk about everything from pop culture, superheroes, comics, movies, conspiracies, internet things, current events, all that kind of stuff. And 2, we waited too long to restart it, so we just decided to leave it as a depressing mess and start a new one.
Well, and it's fair to say that those of you that follow my channel and follow me on Twitch, that was during my mental health hiatus. I kind of fell off the map, so King Cord was like, let's do something, and I was like, I can't. I'm like a rolling Zoloft blob, like just crying in the corner for like 9 months. So, but that's okay. We're back. I've got things in a good place, and hopefully we can just keep doing the show.
So we got this new setup, Nevermind Podcast, the podcast.
Hey,
thanks for another follow, Musty Bruce.
So much, man.
The podcast that exists in another universe. It's called the Nevermind universe, where our opinions don't matter and don't apply to anyone outside of the universe.
But yeah, the idea was to expand. Like before, like King Cord said, I think when we had our name Body by Gaming, it was funny. I think it could have been a great branding, but I overthought the branding. That was like I kind of was like promoting that name to our channel, and like King Cord said, it got a little confusing because then when we would talk about something besides gaming, people were like, I guess I thought this was a gaming podcast.
Like we talk about like creepypasta, and everyone's like, why are we talking about video game?
And we talk about everything. We have some main focuses like pop culture, current events, gaming, and comics and movies. Those are some really big ones, but we'll talk about kind of anything.
Yeah.
We have conspiracy theory days all the time where we just talk about dumb conspiracy theories and like ridiculous stuff like that.
I love conspiracy theories.
Me too.
Just to warn you all, I usually side with the conspiracy so that way Nick can try to disprove them.
It's because they're all nonsense. You know what? That's for another day.
It doesn't. What I'm trying to say is, even though like they are freaking crazy and probably untrue, just for the sake of us having something to talk about and argue about,
just for the sake of. So
just for the sake.
Just to be clear, just for the sake of.
Just for the sake of.
So, Courtney Love didn't kill.
Courtney Love did kill Kurt Cobain. She did. She may have not pulled the trigger, man, but she fucking did it.
I don't need another existential life crisis.
And Elvis is alive.
Yeah, right.
But yeah.
Back to your original question, though. I didn't brand myself as a variety streamer. So one thing and I'm making this mistake right now. One thing that streamers do in their first couple streams that really make an early on mistake is switching genres. Because guess what? The guys that follow me to watch me shoot people across the map with a sniper rifle, they're not big fans of watching you run through an 8-hour quest line.
Yeah.
And that's okay. They don't have to be. And the guys that follow you because they want to see what chain combos on Bless Online work the best or where to find the perfect mount, they don't want to watch you run around 360 no scoping kids. Like,
Yeah.
and the problem is that for people like me, that's a really extreme version because unfortunately for me, people like me catch it the worst. My two favorite genres are FPS and MMO, and they are almost polar opposites on viewership.
Yeah.
So if Bless works out, if you see me getting viewers, we had 27 the other week, up from our normal 15. I would expect I would look for more MMO content, you know what I mean? Which is going to be difficult in the US. I don't know how it is for those of you that are UK. We struggle heavily in the US with MMOs. I mean, we literally see a new one every maybe 5 years if we're lucky. It's not like Korea or Japan where we have a new one every month or a couple months. We like before Bless Online, the newest MMO was Black Desert, and that was like, oh, I don't know, 2 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
it's really a struggle, but yeah, that's a problem with streaming is that you build your viewership up, and then if you switch like any sort of content, you spike your viewers down. So I'll probably stick to MMOs. Bless Online is going to be my thing for a while, which, by the way, go play Bless Online. If you're into MMOs, download it. You're going to see, wow, unprofessional.
Unprofessional.
It's probably it's your dad.
Yeah, he's
So
probably
it's for a good reason. Okay. But no, guys, it's Bless Online's great. You're gonna read a lot of negative shit, and if you want to talk about that, we will. If you're not an MMO fan, I'm not gonna bore you with the overall thing, but Bless Online's catching a lot of flack right now for its rocky release, and I just want to throttle everybody. And I'm just like, dude, have you never played an MMO in your life? Like, I've played every single like North American release possible, and they all suck. I've never played one that was like ran smoothly.
Yeah.
When I played Arcage's release, I literally sat in line for 3 hours waiting to get into the game, got in, disconnected from server, uninstalled the game. Now that was I judged that too quickly.
Yeah. Go download RuneScape before the servers are officially down.
I am a walking.
I was on there the other day on
RuneScape.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about RuneScape. I've got strong opinions on it.
Oh, yeah?
RuneScape is still probably, in all honesty, one of the most vast, interesting MMOs to be on the market. They have constant updates, new content. Their graphics have gotten pretty fun with the introduction of the NXT client.
Yeah.
But to get it's free to play, but if you really, really want to play it, you have to subscribe. And I just don't think it's worth $15 a month. If they were even $9,
you should keep it free, really.
I'm even okay if they want to do a $5 or a $10
What was it?
service.
What was back in the day? How much was it?
$9.
It was $9.
Yeah, I think it was $9.99.
Because I remember I played the free, and I got pretty far with free. But then
you can get pretty far with free, but you can't. You lose access to a lot of stuff. Like, let's say you were playing free. The best animal you could catch to eat was lobster, and the members could catch better stuff. The members could get better armor. The members could level their skills higher.
Gray says, "Go play Club Penguin." Rewritten before it's actually Club Penguin Online is the one I'm playing, but there's also another one. There's Club Penguin Island, but I think that's just the mobile game.
Yeah. Also, to address Musty Bruce, I love that you guys have an esports team taking off. There was a couple of is Epsilon one of your guys' pro teams for the Call of Duty scene? I want to say Epsilon. Some of the UK Call of Duty teams, I know Call of Duty has not been big in the market lately. It'll make a little bit of a comeback in a few months, but I love the UK COD teams. They made a huge jump. Like 2 or 3 years ago, UK was like a joke in the American Call of Duty scene. Like, nobody could touch the top 8. And now there are some UK teams coming out that give Americans a run for their money, and it's pretty fun to watch because we don't care for it, and it's enjoyable. Like, I don't really care. I just like all the teams. So it's pretty fun to watch that.
Gaius has been in the ER for 2 hours. What's going on in that ER?
What's going on?
How many people are in there?
Apparently, quite a few. But
my friend's baby bit through her lip. Ooh.
that's unfortunate. Apparently, I just typed a capital I when I reached over to my phone and tapped it.
That's weird.
Yep, I must have. I typed something weird off to the side. My bad. That's unfortunate. But yeah, so like, Bless Online. I know I said I sound like a walking advertisement, but I'm telling you guys,
I think somebody said that earlier.
He did, too. Fluffy.
Yeah.
It's the reason I'm advertising it is not because any other reason. I think it's unfair how cruel people are being to the game because it's chasing away a lot of players, and it is not a bad game. It is fun. It is intricate and difficult.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of enjoyable content.
I mean, it looks interesting to me. It just looks like there's a lot of grinding going on.
I like the Pokemon aspect. You can catch anything in the world to ride or have as a pet. You see, like you'll just be riding through and be like, you'll see a big old spider or something, and be like, oh, I'm gonna go ride that. Like that's fun.
That was interesting to me. You were riding a fucking giant spider.
The giant spider, and you can literally just go. You can run to anywhere in the world. And if you see something, you're just like, you can just take it as a pet. You can just take it as a mount. And that's really fun for me, the Pokemon sort of catch 'em all aspect.
Yeah.
But the question on everybody's mind for every MMO ever released is, how quickly will it become pay to win? How quickly will they release something in the cash shop that gives advantages to people that pay real money?
No sports games, Nick.
I don't play any sports games.
I don't either.
Used to play FIFA.
I used to play.
I played FIFA
Madden,
like 2002.
Yeah, like I played Madden back in like 2000s. After I realized this is the same game as last year, they just changed a few images and.
It is. I got poor my girlfriend Kalhaya. She's stuck at the ER and she's not wearing a bra because she just went over to a friend's house, like another girlfriend, to hang out. So she's just not wearing a bra, having to walk around. That's sucky.
That sucks.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why don't you just leave?
Yeah. Is your friend with the baby? Or are you there by yourself with the baby?
Cal dropped me off here today, so I might need a ride. If she's
she did drop? I thought you drove her car.
We were out doing stuff, so I just had her drop me off. Also, my car's having issues right now.
Oh yeah.
So like, but on top of that, we were just out, and I was like, "Well, just drop me off, and we'll be busy for a few hours. I'll text you." She went to go hang out with her friend. I'll text you when we're done. We'll just meet back up, and then she got stuck in the ER.
Oh, no.
But what about you? Are there new games that you're excited for?
Well, I am actually really excited for the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm probably not going to play it, but I'll probably watch it.
They advertised it a long time ago.
Yeah,
I think they actually advertised them
2 years, like a year.
I think we talked about it on BBG, did we not?
We did. It's been out for at least. They announced it a long time ago. We saw the first footage about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It
looks really good. Like
really good.
But then again, like there's a lot of games that look good.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'm really hoping because Spider-Man games usually turn out really good.
No, they're gonna be good. Although I literally logged about 8 billion hours on the old PlayStation 1 Spider-Man, where you could like unlock all the different suits. What did Grace say? Oh, okay.
Two-face mask that makes you.
I get it. Okay.
So yeah, like I'm really, I'm really excited for Spider-Man. But
she definitely would need more than two face masks to make a bra. So
I get it.
Yeah, you would probably need some more face masks.
Just like steal like some scrub pants and just make it
right. Yeah, you'd probably need
make it makeshift.
You would need something more than a face mask.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
Kingdom Hearts 3. A lot of people will be excited for Kingdom Hearts.
Although
3.
I was disappointed with like 2.5.
Well, 2.5 though wasn't really a real game, was it?
It was like two games, like two.
Yeah, sometimes
they're not really mini games; they're like two half games.
Right. Sometimes they make a really bad choice in their design.
I was excited because I was like, "Oh
Kingdom
right,
Hearts 2.5 and Mass Effect Andromeda came out at the same time, or whatever the new Mass Effect, and that was the first one to like deviate from the traditional Mass Effect like line, and that like
wasn't that the one that had like the weird ass looking characters and the like
I didn't play
animations
it,
were
but
terrible.
Yeah, like it was just like it came out right with Kingdom Hearts, and people were mad about both.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like so frustrated like I was with No Man's Sky, but I was like,
I can't even talk about No Man's Sky.
But I was just kind of like, this isn't like I don't understand. Like, is it supposed to catch me up from like the Game Boy games? Because if I didn't play them. So I'm hoping Kingdom Hearts 3 will be a fucking kick-ass game. I'm hoping Spider-Man is too. It looks really good.
I think it will be. I think you're safe with Spider-Man.
But another game that I was really couldn't wait to get to come out was God of War.
Yeah, I think that's got Game of the Year.
Really, because like I'll admit I don't have the game. I haven't played it, but I've been watching a lot of people play it, like streaming it and YouTube. And when they first like advertised it, they made it seem like it was like a completely different game. It's got kind of like different mechanics, got a different look. But then like I'm watching these guys play, and I'm like, this is just fucking God of War 3.
It is. I mean, but the mechanics weren't the good part. I think it was the story, the graphics, and the story were, I think, what people were flocking to. The mechanics, I don't think, were all that interesting. I noticed that Jay was singing us a song. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Nothing wrong with that. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 that came out, full game that was 3DS only. Oof.
Yeah. I'm hoping Kingdom Hearts 3.
It'll be good. It'll be good for sure. They've had the time to work on it. It's got a good dev team.
Because Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were good.
Yeah.
But I never played the Game Boy one.
Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were game changing, probably at the time.
Yeah.
Like when they first came out, they were game changing combat and design.
Yeah. It was great. And you can build your own spaceship and have like blocks and shit. It was good.
Are we talking about No Man's Sky?
No, in Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, I guess I didn't. I only played the first one.
I'm pretty sure it was in the first one where you can.
It was in the first one?
You can like customize and create your own like spaceship.
Well, I don't remember it. Hey.
Oh, thanks for that follow, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the first one, you got like, they're just like shapes, and you can put them together, and then you can put like little blasters on it in a cockpit, and.
I think you mean No Man's Sky.
No, I mean No Man's Sky has that. Wait, no, did they have that?
I don't know, dude. I can't talk about No Man's Sky.
I don't think they had that. I think you can like buy other people's spaceships.
I was being facetious. No Man's Sky just makes you want to punch devs in the mouth.
Yeah,
that's like the exact example of what devs should not be.
That was terrible. They should have stayed with those like the company. Weren't they like a small French company?
I'm gonna knock this all over.
That made,
as I try to get comfy on this.
that made like mobile games or whatever, and then they're like, we're gonna try like a full size game.
I have no clue what they were thinking. It was a bad choice all around. They made some very.
My fucking junior pop filter's not working for you.
You're killing me.
Try wrapping it. I'm sorry.
Wrap it around like a snake.
That's why I have this beautiful.
Oh my god, that might actually
foamy
work.
One. Go.
No, it's not gonna be long enough. Oh.
Might. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Disappointing.
This is my life now.
I'm sorry.
My new life is this pop filter. I'll just bring mine next time.
Yeah, bring yours.
What if I go over? Oh wait.
There you go.
I mean, it looks ridiculous now.
It looks well you can't really tell.
It's straight line, so
yeah.
Totally fine to you guys. It only looks ridiculous to us.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I don't have to rage at my fucking.
So what game came out recently that you were disappointed? Besides Iron Sight.
I'm trying to think. Far Cry 4. Not the story arc.
Yeah, you mean the American
number
kind?
4. It's Far Cry 4. The mechanics, the mechanic changes, and the way it ran on PlayStation made me want to kill myself.
Really?
It ran. Have you played it?
No, I watched Boogie play it, and it was just glitchy as fuck.
Was it on console?
Yeah.
Yeah. The console version, now I can't attest. I'm sure the PC one is better. the console version of Far Cry 4 was the biggest horseshit I've ever played.
Thanks, Gray.
What did he say?
Welcome to the Nevermind podcast, where we fuck up our setups and try to fix it on stream. And Jay says
Thank you, Jay.
The story was amazing.
Yes, that is exactly right. Story, 10 out of 10. Design, 10 out of 10. Placement, graphics, guns, the ideas, 10 out of 10. The execution, the mechanics, the bullet drop. I mean, they tried to do a bullet drop, a realistic bullet drop.
Yeah.
Do you know how fast a bullet goes?
Not off the top of my
Somebody
head.
Google how fast a bullet goes.
We can Google it here, actually.
Somebody will beat you to it.
Somebody will. Let's talk about how amazing Assassin's Creed Origins.
I don't play Assassin's Creed.
I haven't played Assassin's Creed for the longest time because most of their games in the recent past have been kind of shitty.
So copy and paste.
Yeah, it is just copy and
There's
paste.
nothing wrong with that. They made a good game. Why shouldn't they do that? That's what COD does. Like, I'm not even like
That's true. That's Counter-Strike.
Well, Counter-Strike hasn't made a new game. They can't.
Yeah, they just changed their skins.
Yeah, you guys have heard me talk about that. I think we did a whole episode once about why Counter-Strike will never make Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah.
Like, they literally will never make a second Counter-Strike because they can't. Because everybody that put $8,000 on their account to buy fancy knives and guns would riot.
All right. Oh, Julie beat me to it, but
There we go.
2,500 feet per second.
2,500 feet per second.
Wow.
So, like, and when if you were shooting just like a block or two away in the game, like within a city, or if you were just trying to peg something at, like, like in a standard point of game, like if you were hunting a deer in a game, that's maybe what, like 50 feet, 100 feet, whatever. You would shoot, and you'd have to lead the bullets were like you'd like watch it it looked like you were shooting a fucking BB gun. Like you would watch the bullet go, and I'm like, dude, that's not how bullets work at that speed. Like that shit, like bullet drop.
You mean like it would go to like a theatrical scene of the bullet traveling?
No, not exactly. It's hard to describe unless you see it.
Or like in actual gameplay, you would see like a little dot from your gun go. The deer.
What Musty said, it loses Summit One G would lose his house if they made another Counter-Strike. Yes, thank you, Musty. They are ridiculous. But like basically a bullet that means at that time, unless you're over, let's see, so half of 2,500 is 1,250. So unless you are at least 1,250 feet away, call it, if you're less than 1,000 feet away, that bullet should be almost instantaneous in human logic.
Yeah.
It would be at 1,250, it would be a half second, but even that is still, if you do a one Mississippi, that's still one misses hit, like you know what I mean, like one misses hit, and like it literally just feels like you're like you'd be like 5 feet away and be like, I guess I'll shoot all the way over here, pew, and it has to hit them, and you're just like, how does my bullet move the same speed as the deer that's running? The deer runs 2,500 feet per second.
Why would they fuck with that? This sounds like they fucked up, because usually they just take the same engine.
Yes.
And the same thing from the last game, just
Right.
make it look prettier and give it a whole new storyline.
Oh, you know what? Just
Did
remind
they
me.
change engines?
I don't know. I'll give you the game. I have it on PlayStation 4. You have PS4, right?
Because like Far Cry was like, they were known, like, who was it again? Bungie? No, not
Far Cry
Bungie.
4 is made by the purple guys, Ubisoft, right?
Yeah, Ubisoft. They're known for reusing their fucking
Right, which is why Assassin's
Engine.
Creed is they're also
Yeah,
Assassin's
they're all the
Creed. They
same
just keep
game.
pasting it. I am so disappointed in the game that Cal bought it for me as a present, so I'll finish it. But like,
Yeah.
I'll let you I'll lend it to you, and you can just feel how
It's a hard
shitty
copy?
it feels.
Okay.
I mean, I literally bet you quit the game because of the bullet mechanics.
I'll spend my Far Cry on Xbox One.
See, Jay's the same way. We're all ready to just like, oh no, you can take my Far Cry.
You can take it off my hands.
And the bullet drop wouldn't be fixed on console, so it was a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because not only did the bullet drop piss me the fuck off, but on PlayStation 4, with how good the game looks, you're getting maybe, I think I'd be generous if I said 20 FPS most of the time. So not only are you trying to lead a target and like hit it with these crazy annoying bullets, but you're also like boom, like you
Yeah.
can't fucking hit anything. Like it was.
See, like when I was watching
ridiculous.
Boogie, it was choppy as fuck. It
Yep.
was glitchy as fuck.
Choppy.
And then I remember this one part where he climbs into a fucking helicopter, and it starts flying, but it's just going like the whole thing was just like flipping out and like blinking. And it's like, I guess that's how a chopper works.
But for real though.
Yeah. So yeah, Far Cry 4, kind of a disappointment. Anything else you can think of? Those?
Sea of Thieves was huge. Musty just brought it up real quick.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves, I haven't played because I knew it was shit. And if Jay's in here, there we go. Jay felt very strongly. Jay was so excited for it. He was like, let's get it, let's play it together, let's go get Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
And then he bought it and he's immediately texted me basically being like, don't buy this shitty fucking game. He played it and he said it was really fun. Like he played it for like, the couple 10 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
But that then they promised this vast open world like they always do. Kind of like they kind of No Man's Skied it. Everyone was like told there's all these ships, all these game modes, all this PvP, all these PvE. You got to do these things, and then in 10 hours you've done it all, and it's over. Now I have not touched it, but if they're adding their first DLC, tightened up some glitches. Sea of Thieves, I think, has a lot of potential. I think it will be a good game. I am going to wait. Normally, I'm not even anti-glitches. I like playing games that are early access, but on that one, I think I'm going to wait till they polish it up.
So like I can deal with glitches, and I know like most games that first start,
all games have them.
they got bugs, but like Far Cry 4 had like way too many fucking bugs.
Far Cry 4 had too many bugs for a AAA game. Sea of Thieves, even I don't know who the production team was, but I don't think Sea of Thieves was like a AAA game. It was their first try. It was a new game. If you're on your fourth game in a franchise the size of Far Cry, you don't get the you don't get the chances that a new indie game developer gets. Like, you put out a fucking good game because you guys charge $60 and make millions off of it.
Exactly.
Make a good game. Like, like indie devs get a lot more leeway with it.
Yeah. Which No Man's Sky was kind of an indie dove, right?
I can't remember who took it over. I think it technically was. But
the problem with them was like they had a really long time.
Yeah.
Where they're like, we're gonna be releasing at this time, and it was a really long length of time, and then they got closer to it and like, oh, we're gonna release later because we're still fixing on shit.
Yes.
And then like they just kept running out of time, kept pushing it back.
Right.
And then like they're like, we gotta add more shit, like the language that you had to fucking discover and the fucking aliens all of a sudden that you have to find. Those were all last minute fucking decisions. And then they finally were like, we're just gonna have to throw it out there and then we'll fix it while it's out there.
They ran out of money, obviously.
Yeah, they ran out of money. And then they released the game hoping to get the money back from people who bought it, but it was too shitty of a game and people returned it.
And the problem with those devs is it's okay to be hungry. It's okay to want to be better than other games out. But what No Man's Sky did, and was a very bad choice, is I would call it lied. I think they knew they wouldn't be able to, with the money and the production they were offering, be able to give people the game that they wanted to. And that's okay. If it's their first try and they're like, hey man, we'll dev it more, there'll be a No Man's Sky 2 with better features, all of that would be fine. But they were like, this is going to be the biggest space exploration game. This is going to be it. 1 million combos of animals. But they didn't tell you 1 million combo of animals using a total of like 8 body parts. So it's like,
it's and there was this
recycling
in that game.
Right, there's too much.
Annoying.
And I don't even mind recycling. Like, I love 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die is one of my favorite games. There is a total in a game where you're fighting like 70 zombies at a time. There's like 5 models, and it works. And the game is glitchy as shit. It plays terrible, but all that goes by because it's so fun. And that's where No Man's Sky messed up. Is the game didn't have enough good features to override its bad. That's it. It's a game of stats.
Yeah. So is there any new games you're excited that might be coming out soon? Or
probably not soon. Cal really wants to play that Chicago game. Is it called Chicago?
You mean Detroit?
Detroit. Close enough.
That one looked pretty interesting, but it also kind of gave me like Heavy Rain vibes.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if maybe it is by the same people.
Those guys, I don't know. Could be.
Because it gave me those vibes.
I think me and Cal kind of agreed to buy it and play it just because the actress that I can't think of the name of. What's her name? She was in Red Sparrow. She was the Hunger Games chick. Katniss Everdeen.
Oh,
she was in Mother.
Jennifer Lawrence?
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence.
She's in it?
Yeah, she's the main person. It's like it's her.
Well, it's got to be by the
like
same people who did Heavy Rain and
yeah.
Prophecy.
So I'm Jennifer Lawrence. I think is a national treasure.
They did what's her face in the last one.
Who
I
was
remember
it?
what the last one was.
Jennifer
The girl who
Lawrence.
played in Juno.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know her name, but
Me either.
she was in the last one where she had like a crazy like
What, Cal?
ghost like following her and helping her.
Right. Yeah, there we go. And
You know
we
what
already
we
talked
waited
about
for?
that, Jay. God of War should get Game of the Year.
What was that?
Neosporin? Wait,
Goddamn Neosporin.
wait. They didn't stitch a kid's lip?
You waited in the ER for 2 hours for Neosporin.
They didn't put a stitch in there?
What the fuck?
I mean, I guess
Beyond Two Souls. That's right, Gray. Do you
Yeah.
remember what the actress name is?
no
Enjoy
problem,
your
Jay.
Buffalo
Thanks for
Wild
stopping
Wings.
in, man. Dude, oh my god. You know, now that we're talking about that, yeah, never mind. I can't think of her name. I thought it was coming to me for a minute there.
Peyton Tierra was in
Oh, okay. I thought
in
she
Until
did.
Dawn. And everyone confused that.
Yeah,
Because they're
Until
like,
Dawn.
didn't you have, weren't you in Until Dawn? And that pissed
Until
off the
Dawn
chick who was in Beyond Two Souls. She's like, no, I have this other game that's out.
Yeah, and Until Dawn was shitty. I mean, there was some interesting parts, but it was shitty. And
Yeah.
Beyond Two Souls, I think, was good. So I would
Well, my
also
wife
be-
will argue with you because she loves Until Dawn because
really?
we were playing it together, and within the first couple like scenes of the game, there's where you have to break into the house to unlock
Yep.
the front door, and there's the scene where you have to go get the fucking deodorant in the bathroom cabinet so you can turn it and make a makeshift flamethrower to defrost the front door lock.
Yeah.
And when you open the fucking cabinet, a fucking, I don't know, a badger, a fucking raccoon or something jumps out at you. And it freaked the fuck out of me. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I jumped 6 feet out of the fucking couch. And she was laughing at me the whole fucking time. And so, like, just because of that, she's like, I like this game. I want to keep playing. I was like, no, I'm done with
Did
this
you
game.
finish it?
I never finished
You
it.
never finished it. Well, spoilers alert. If you're playing Until Dawn or haven't played it yet, spoiler alert, mute your sound right now. I didn't realize it was going to be a supernatural game. I thought we were playing like a killer game.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I'm all having fun, enjoying the gameplay. You're trying to figure out which one of your friends is the murderer. Why? Who's killing people? What's happening? And then suddenly we got to this part, and like they're like, "There's Wendigos out here. They eat people." And then you see all these monsters are just eating people, and me and Cal are just like, Wendigos or Wendigos or Wendigos, I think.
Yeah.
We were like, Wendigos? What the fuck? When did this become supernatural? Like, what the fuck happened?
Well, I got, like, the furthest I got into it is when they did the Ouija board and they were talking to the dead girl.
Okay, again, see, yeah, didn't realize, like,
I thought there might be, like, ghosts, but I didn't know there was going to be, like, fucking...
turns out there's, like,
Indian
a forest full
monster.
of Wendigos running
Yeah.
around eating people.
That's weird. Hayden Panettiere, blah, blah, blah.
I'm
It wasn't
sorry you're
until
so
dawn.
mad.
Ellen Page. Wait, Ellen Page was in...
Red Dead Redemption 2. That's going to be a fucking...
Yeah,
that's gonna
I'm
be a
waiting.
winner.
I can't wait.
That's
yeah.
gonna be a winner.
Mm-hmm. That's going to
100%.
be great.
I mean, we've all been waiting for that for, I don't know, like a decade.
Yeah.
Like, literally. When did that
We
game
all
come
thought
out?
they were joking, too, when they teased it on their...
Yeah.
They,
when
like...
did that game come out? It had to be somewhere between... It was in
the first
high
one?
school, so 05 to 09.
I think it was in 09.
Right at the
08,
end of high
09, because
school?
I had it right after high school, and
Okay.
that's all I played.
So if
in
it was
Julie's
like 08 or
basement.
09, I mean, we've been literally waiting a decade to play that game.
Yeah, Carolina wants to play Detroit.
Yeah. So yeah, Until Dawn, I'm not even saying it was a bad game. I am saying I didn't expect it to go the way it did, and that really threw me off the
Yeah.
gameplay.
There's a lot of things that go that way.
Yeah,
it just
where
kind of
you're
just
just like,
takes you out of
what?
it, and you're like, why are we going in this direction?
That's gone forever.
Yep, lost in the couch.
So I can't read chat. Now I'm going to have to look over here for chat.
Oh, no.
I just dropped my... Hopefully it left our video up for the extra view. That
Kalhaya, do you know if Detroit is made by the same people who did Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls?
Oh, wait. Indigo Prophecy was made by the same guys that did...
Yeah.
Okay, then I think it's the same people. I feel like Indigo Prophecy...
Yeah, Indigo Prophecy was their first
Prophecy,
baby.
yeah.
It was on PlayStation 2, I think.
Great game, by the way.
I love that game.
That game is...
Although,
probably their best
I
game,
understand it's called something different in UK. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of... Oh, something's happened with our chat.
What the fuck was that?
We can't see what you guys are saying now.
Okay.
We're back. Okay.
I probably got your message, Cal, but you better... Can you put it in chat, or was it too personal? Because my phone just fell into the couch and is now gone forever. So you might have to... If it's not too personal, I would put it into...
Kalhaya doesn't know... You don't know what Heavy Rain is? I think you know what Heavy Rain is. Or does she?
She's probably never played it.
That's right.
I told her to.
I played that back when we were living in the basement.
About it.
Yeah.
Cal, I've told you to play it. It's a story game where you're investigating a murder like throughout the game and playing some story arcs. I told you I think we should play Heavy Rain, that you might enjoy it, but we haven't played it.
Gray says, do you know what are some great games? Fucking Rayman. Rayman is pretty good.
Pretty fun, yeah.
I don't know if they're coming out with a new one, though. It does sound kind of like they would.
Well, Cal, whenever you're done, you can come get me. We're wrapping up the podcast here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Probably. We've already been going for 2 hours.
Yeah,
so.
we're way over our time.
Way over budget, and this might be the way it goes, like a 2-hour podcast.
Gray hated Heavy Rain.
And honestly, I think
not a lot of people liked Heavy Rain.
Not a lot of people like it. It didn't get great. It was the first of its kind. That cinematic design.
No, it was the second of its kind. Because Indigo Prophecy was the first.
Indigo Prophecy wasn't all so cinematic, though, was it? Wasn't there more playability?
Yeah, it was all. It was all just click to the left, click to the right.
Then I don't know why it did so bad, because I felt like story arc, characters, and things. The only reason I would think maybe people wouldn't like it is just that you go to play a game and you're not really playing a game.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest complaint with Indigo Prophecy too.
Yeah, but
Indigo Prophecy was actually the reason why I got into Theory of a Dead Man, because the soundtrack was in there.
Good soundtrack. I think I used to have an Indigo Prophecy playlist on one of my things.
Yeah. So, you can get Rayman Legends for free on PlayStation 4.
There you go. Cal, why don't you just go ahead and come now? We'll wrap up the podcast here.
Yeah.
We hit all our topics for the day.
We did.
So we're going to be doing this every Sunday we're doing
1 p.m. every Sunday.
So we'll call it start time of 1. I'll help you set up there's a widget that we can set up that shows people the start time, and it auto converts it to their time without it being shitty like our old website.
Yeah.
So I'll help you set that up.
Okay.
So every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central United States, guys. So just as a reference, what time is it right now? You got your phone?
Right now it is 6:37.
All right, it is 6:37 p.m. where we live currently. So we're going to be starting to figure out that time difference to yours right now. We go live at 1 p.m. our time. So Sundays at 1, we're going to be doing this every week.
Right here on twitch.tv.
Yeah, and if you need some commentary in between, then you can go down to one of these channels.
You can
I stream to Twitch every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sometimes bonuses on Mondays and weekends, but you can come check us out. You can follow us on Twitter. We'll talk about stuff like that as well. Lazy shit UK time.
Yeah, and like I said before and earlier, if you're just got in late, I have a Twitch, but there's no videos on there. But I plan to do a stream here or there. I've been getting into H1Z1.
Good game.
It's a battle royale, kinda. It's not the greatest, but
I love that there's.
I seem to be better at it than Fortnite. So
it's so old. Like I love this idea. Games are so funny. Like. Terra did the same thing in MMO because it came out on PlayStation, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Like, "Whoa, Terra!" And I've been playing Terra for like 7 years, dude.
Yeah.
Same thing with the H1Z1. Like you were like, "I just got into H1Z1."
Yeah.
And me and Tay played it literally like 5 years ago.
Well, I remember you playing it, but I was like, "Hey, I'm getting into a game that you might like." So yeah, or you can hit me up at KingCord1
But yeah, we're
On my
around.
Twitter.
Yeah, I stream every day to my Twitch. King Cord's gonna be doing it every once in a while. So
Yeah.
if you guys are into it, definitely come through there. Yes, that is true as well. We will absolutely both all of the Twitches, both our Twitches down here, our personal Twitches, and this one will hold the videos for up to 14 days, so you can review
And it's
show this to people.
it's supposed to go to the YouTube actually.
That's what I was saying. Are you gonna? Did you set that up already?
I believe I did.
I'll show you how to do it if not.
Which our YouTube is just the Nevermind podcast.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Like
We'll have to go up there and
put,
set
like,
up tags and
commands in
shit.
and stuff like that. But yes, so if you want to watch it long term, we'll upload each episode to YouTube so you can review it, re-listen to it. But it'll stay on here for up to 14 days.
Yeah.
Right, Darwin Project. People have been talking about that. I did want to give it a try. It's a new survival game.
Yeah. We'll also be setting up the audio to the SoundCloud. And eventually, when we get enough episodes in, we will have an iTunes.
Get him to play Blessed. Do you mean King Cord?
You want me to play
Cord's
King?
not an MMO fan.
I might try it, but I just don't like grinding too much. That was my biggest problem with World of Warcraft.
To be honest, I don't think you have a system in this house that would run it.
That's true. Just to let you guys know my embarrassment, I have a 10-plus-year-old computer that I built that has an i5 core Intel processor, a GTX 460.
The 460s aren't
GeForce.
actually that bad. They're so old, is all.
Yeah.
Like, their series
Well,
are
it was,
not
it was
bad.
hilarious because the other day I was in Best Buy because my processor cooler took a shit, and I had to go find another one. And
Yeah.
of course, Best Buy doesn't sell like processors anymore.
Right. They don't do any of that.
So I'm
yeah.
like, do you guys have heat sink coolers?
Nope.
And they're like, the only one I have is this liquid cooled one
Yeah,
right
like some
here by
crazy ridiculous.
Corsair.
It was probably like $700 or some shit.
It was like I think it was like $90, but it has this giant ass fucking radiator.
Yeah, a big old radiator.
Two fucking hoses that come off the radiator to this like space age looking fucking heat sink.
Yeah.
But the problem was I had to tear apart my whole computer to get to the back of the fucking motherboard to put the fucking new brace on it
right.
so it can screw into something. And so now I have like the side panel on my tower cannot fit back on there because the radiator is so big. So the side panel is just leaning up against it. So yeah, that's my setup pretty much. I have 32 gigs of RAM in it, and I have a terabyte hard drive and a 500 gig hard drive
when
in
you
it.
built it, it was a great computer. Top of
Yeah.
line.
Oh, yeah.
Great. I mean, shredded.
Yeah, but then like time
Then
happened.
Time happens, yep. Right now, bless online for all the things I'll say good about it. It takes the minimum, like the actual minimum requirements. I've never seen anything like this. The minimum requirements are a 6th or 7th gen i5 and a GTX 960 or 950 or something.
Yeah.
Like it literally computer.
The
i7.
funny thing was when I was in Best Buy, I forgot to say it, was I found GTX 1080s,
Yeah.
I think, in there for like $100, and I like paid like 3 something, I think, at the time for my 460.
Yeah. You found you seriously you found a 1080 in there for how much?
Yeah, they have 1080s for like $80.
That can't be. That has to be a glitch. Is it?
Maybe.
It must not be. It must be a knockoff, like a Zotac or something.
No, it was NVIDIA GTX
No.
GeForce.
NVIDIA. Okay, so how it works is NVIDIA GeForce is a brand of design, but like my NVIDIA GeForce is an EVGA card. Yours is probably
That one's a EVGA.
EVGA.
Yeah.
There's different producers, and some brands do better than others at building them. Better cooling, better clock rates, etc.
So they're probably just like the low end cheap.
You can buy what we call a Zotac. A Zotac like 1080 will have like literally half the clock speed of like
really?
an EVGA.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
So
Karma does okay. But
yeah.
no, I think. Is there anything else you want to say?
Just we have a Facebook fan page. You guys can check that out.
I'll make
Nevermind
commands for all
podcast.
that for the future. So
We'll have new commands. We'll probably have a better layout and a better look. Right now, we were just kind of rushed because we were already falling like 3 hours behind setting up.
Like both you and your wife do graphic design a bit, so we'll do an overlay next time with so that there's a border here instead of just a cut to our screens.
Yeah, and right now we just have the follow alert going.
We haven't set up donations,
so we'll set up donations, subscriptions, and all that stuff. But right now, we just wanted to give the people something today. Yeah. So next time will be a little bit better, a little more brushed up. And I also wanted to remind you guys that in July, like after July 15th, I'll be moving to a townhome where I'll have a whole room designated to this. So it'll be a setup. So everything will be already done and ready, and all we have to do is just show up and turn stuff on.
Also, you guys can't see it, but there's a nice little logo back here.
Yeah. Which it's the same as the banner.
Right. I'm blocking it with my fat fucking head.
Hopefully we have everything set up so the video is archived on Twitch for 14 days, I think you said.
Yeah, 14
Hopefully
days.
It goes to YouTube, and if it does, we'll set up the tags so you guys can find it a little bit easier. And smash that follow button is it follow on Twitter?
It's on Twitter? Yeah, it's follow on Twitter.
Follow on Twitter. Follow Nixit on his stream. One of the best streamers in the world. His stream schedule is
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays from my time, Central US, noon to 7.
Noon to 7, and he does sometimes bonuses on the weekend. And you can find us here at the Nevermind Podcast at Twitch TV. Sundays, 1 p.m. Central Time, U.S. Everybody, we love you. Take care of yourselves.
Musty, thanks for being here. Jay, Karma, Cal, everyone.
Yeah,
if you were
Talma.
here today, thank you guys so much for being here. It was really fantastic.
Yes.
We had a good time. Thank you for helping us.
This was really
the
good.
Audio.
Yeah.
I mean, this was literally this is the difference with I'm glad that I am part of it because I didn't bring Musty. Musty's our brand new real viewer. But, this was already more successful than our BBG podcast.
This was we never had this on our first day.
Yeah, even on our last day. We
didn't have this on the last day.
I literally stream full time, nonstop. So I have some of my followers have been really kind by coming today. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Musty, for being here. You're brand new, so we really enjoyed having you here, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all I got. It's just a big thank you to
everyone. Take care of yourselves. Come back next Sunday, 1 p.m. We love ya. Podcast out.
All right, guys. Goodbye.
Bye.